So the horror movie that started all things found footage, or something like that. So the Blair Witch Project is a 1990 box office classic hit. This movie, if I can remember correctly, is the first movie that started off the whole found footage films. I just remember when this movie came out, this movie had a lot of hype behind it. It was something that you never heard of before, or is something you had never seen before. And to be honest, this is the first time I've seen this movie in 2016, just minutes ago, was the first time I am now seeing this movie. I don't know what it is, I never got around to see this movie. I guess this is just one of those movies my mom did not rent from Hollywood Video. That's just happened. I didn't see the movie then. Really what I'm saying, I seen all the horse shit after this movie, all the movies that wanted to be like Blair Witch Project or wanted to be as big as Blair Witch Project, but really never became as good as this movie was. The question remains, is this movie scary? No, it is not. And I have to judge this by me seeing it now. If I would have seen this movie as a kid, I would probably say this movie was scary, or I would go back and rewatch it and would say it was scary for the time it came out. But for me now, this movie is not scary. If you don't know, this movie is about 3 student filmmakers who go into this woods to shoot a documentary about the Blair Witch, some kind of urban legend or some kind of legendary murder or something like that. That's really what the movie is about. That's the premise of it, and it's such a great premise that I really think about it. This movie was just a genius idea. That's what I can pretty much, only thing I can really say about this movie is just, it's a genius idea. In this movie, there's a character named Mary who she's extremely creepy looking, weird, just a weird face looking thing. Just weird. I don't know. Is that offensive? Was I just offensive there? Was I offensive? I don't know. Maybe she just looked at weird or creepy looking in the face to me because her scene was shot in black and gray. I'm gonna run with that. We're gonna say that it wasn't just her face, it was just the simple fact that her scene was shot in black and gray. We'll run with that. Okay, back to the review. Now, this movie does do some things well. It does some things well. The first thing that this movie does is that it's a quiet movie. It's a real quiet movie. There's no jump scares. Now, a horror movie that doesn't have jump scares, I can appreciate it. Even if the movie is bad and it does not have jump scares, I can appreciate it for not trying to have some cheap scares in there and throwing in jump scares. I can appreciate that. And this movie has a great ending, except for the rolling credits at the end of this movie. It does a lot of things well. I don't understand why they did a lot of things well outside of trying to make the movie seem as realistic as possible. Now, I don't understand why they would put the credits at the end. That was one of the issues I had, was they did a lot of things well to make this movie feel and seem real as possible. Why would they put roll credits at the end of it? I don't know. That's just something. I did not watch any behind the scenes or anything like that, or making of, or interviews. It's just something that I probably have to look into, but I don't understand why they would put rolling credits at the end. Performances in this movie were great. Some of the dialogue for our characters were a little bit over the top. This movie had a creepy ass ending. I will say that this movie is better then than it is now. 59 for Blair Witch Project. I'm going to go ahead and give this a 59. Guys, get in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts about Blair Witch Project. Did you see it back then? Did you see it now? Do you even want to see this new Blair Witch Project? I don't really know if there's a need to see this. Especially, 17 years after the first one, or whatever it is. What is it, 99? Whatever it is, 17 years or whatever it is. Are you looking forward to seeing that? Guys, get in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Share this video. Like this video. More videos. Check out the playlist. I am done here.